Well, listen. If you don't have anything to say, you blab. You just go on and 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 on.
Voters do not agree with these despicable women on The View. They are wildly out of touch with the vast majority of Americans, and frankly, they should seek immediate help because voters...
Shocking news just rocked The View. Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit has forced Sunny Hostin off the show, and fans are absolutely stunned. After years of delivering bold opinions and shaping heated debates, Hostin is now at the center of a scandal that's turning daytime TV upside down. What led to this sudden shakeup? And could this lawsuit finally expose The View's hidden controversies? Let's break it all down. Behind the polished smiles and bright studio lights, tensions had been simmering for months. Insiders whispered of mounting disagreements and a culture that had allowed unchecked behavior to flourish behind the scenes. Sunny, celebrated for her tenacity, had also become a lightning rod for controversy. Loyal supporters argued she was calling out hypocrisy, while critics contended her relentless approach had crossed the line. In this charged environment, Karoline Leavitt emerged with a determined voice and a meticulously prepared lawsuit, one that captured national attention and challenged the very foundations of daytime television. Leavitt's filing wasn't just about a single on-air moment. It was a comprehensive indictment of a system that many believed had enabled influential figures to act with near impunity.
Thanks to the great leadership of President Trump and the strong and tough leadership of President Trump, Mark Fogel, an American teacher detained by Russia, was returned to American soil and met with the president here at the White House last night. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and the rest of President Trump's incredible national security team helped to negotiate the exchange that secured Mark Fogel's release. This event shows a good faith effort from Russia, and it's a sign, as I just said, that we are moving in the right direction to end this brutal war.
Her lawsuit detailed allegations questioning not only Sunny Hostin's conduct, but also the broader practices long tolerated on The View. As news of the lawsuit broke, legal analysts and media critics began dissecting every claim. This was more than a personal vendetta. It was a call for a new standard of accountability that could reshape the industry. As the courtroom drama unfolded, the impact reverberated far beyond legal circles. Social media erupted, with hashtags and heated debates flooding Twitter and online forums. Some cheered the move as a long-overdue correction to a system skewed by favoritism. Others couldn't believe that someone as established as Sunny Hostin could be sidelined so abruptly. This controversy wasn't just another scandal. It was a cultural earthquake shaking the very foundation of daytime TV. Inside the studio, the atmosphere shifted dramatically. Network executives were forced to confront the reality that traditional hierarchies might no longer be acceptable in a rapidly evolving media landscape. In a decision that sent shockwaves through the broadcast world, officials removed Sunny Hostin from The View. This wasn't a casual choice. It was a stark acknowledgement that credibility and accountability must come before individual celebrity. For many, Sunny's departure symbolized the end of an era, a moment when even the most revered media figures were not immune to scrutiny. The decision struck a deep chord with viewers and fueled debates about the role of media in a modern democracy. The fallout was swift and far-reaching. Press conferences and official statements soon followed as network executives attempted to explain the unprecedented move. The message was clear. In today's media environment, every word and action is under intense public scrutiny. Critics warned that removing a star like Sunny Hostin might set a dangerous precedent, one that could stifle free expression and narrow the diversity of opinions on air. Yet for many viewers, this move was a necessary correction, a sign that the era of unchecked media authority was finally drawing to a close.
And I saw a tremendous amount of violence, unfortunately, when I was a little girl. And it culminated when I was about 7 with seeing my uncle stabbed in front of me. And I remember thinking, I don't want to live this way. And that's a pretty sophisticated thought for a 7-year-old.
At the heart of the controversy lies a larger conversation about the role of media in shaping public discourse. For decades, shows like The View have served as influential platforms for political and cultural debate. Yet the very qualities that made hosts like Sunny Hostin compelling are now under fire. In an era defined by debates over wokeness and media bias, Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit challenges not only the conduct of one host, but also the broader practices that have allowed certain voices to dominate without accountability. In this light, the removal of Sunny Hostin is more than a headline. It's a turning point for the entire industry. The implications extend far beyond the studio. For many viewers, the decision to remove Sunny Hostin represents a powerful symbol of change. It signals that even the most entrenched institutions must evolve to meet new standards of transparency and integrity. As audiences grow more critical of sensationalism and biased reporting, they demand engaging content paired with honesty and accountability. This controversy has ignited a national debate. Should media operate without checks and balances, or is it time for stricter standards to restore public trust? In the days following the lawsuit's public debut, speculation ran rampant about the future of daytime television. Industry experts were divided. Some saw this as the beginning of a broader reckoning, an era in which networks are forced to recognize that credibility is paramount.
Be a seat. My team will review the applications and give credentials to new media applicants who meet our criteria and pass United States Secret Service requirements to enter the White House complex.
All right.
What'd she say?
She basically said that they were going to give
Oh,
unqualified
God, how boring.
unqualified
Can they get
people
somebody there
jobs.
not
The
so
Behind
tedious?
the Table podcast needs to apply for White House credentials.
Oh, they'd love having Joy in that room.
Joy's
I got a
question. So wait a second. So in other words, instead of Bob Woodward, they want Kim Kardashian? What? I don't get it.
Others worried that such actions might lead to an environment where free expression is compromised in favor of corporate image management. Regardless, one thing is clear. The traditional status quo in television has been disrupted, and a new era of accountability appears to be emerging. For Sunny Hostin's loyal fans, her removal is deeply personal. Week after week, viewers tuned in not only for her incisive commentary, but also for the authenticity and passion she brought to the screen. Her unfiltered style was a breath of fresh air in a world of polished media, and now her absence leaves a void that is as emotional as it is symbolic. The loss prompts complex questions about loyalty, integrity, and the price of demanding accountability from those in power. Yet amid the controversy and emotional fallout, there is also a sense of possibility. Karoline Leavitt's bold move has not only challenged a media giant, but has sparked a wave of activism among viewers demanding higher standards. This isn't merely a legal dispute. It's a transformative moment that could redefine the media landscape. The debate now stretches beyond any one lawsuit or host. It touches on broader issues of responsibility, the erosion of public trust, and the urgent need for transparency in an era where misinformation spreads rapidly. As the dust settles, it's evident that the impact of this decision will be long-lasting. The removal of Sunny Hostin serves as a dramatic reminder that accountability is not optional in today's media environment. Every decision, every word, every action is subject to public scrutiny. The controversy surrounding The View encapsulates a broader cultural shift, a growing demand from audiences for honesty and integrity from those who shape our opinions. It's a call to both media producers and consumers to remain vigilant and ensure our institutions reflect our values of truth and accountability. Looking ahead,
Well, good morning, Michael. It's great to see you. Thanks for having me on the program. This is another promise made and kept by President Trump. He told the American people on the campaign trail that he was going to make our federal government more efficient and productive. And it is a fact that only 6% of the federal workforce here in Washington, D.C. actually shows up to the office. That is completely unacceptable. Middle-class Americans, our teachers, our nurses, our law
the fallout from Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit promises to reshape not only The View, but the entire landscape of daytime television. Networks now face a critical choice: cling to old ways or adapt to an era where accountability is paramount. For many, this moment represents a turning point, a chance to reimagine a media environment that is balanced, diverse, and responsive to its audience. The removal of Sunny Hostin may spark further reforms, compelling the industry to reevaluate long-standing practices and embrace a future where every voice must earn its place through integrity. Ultimately, this unfolding drama is more than just entertainment. It mirrors the challenges and aspirations of our time. Forcing Sunny Hostin off The View is a powerful reminder that even the most influential figures must face the consequences of their actions. It invites us to join a larger conversation about the role of media in our society, a conversation as much about truth as it is about the human stories behind the headlines. So what does this mean for the future of The View and daytime television as a whole? Is this the dawn of a new era where old rules no longer apply, or merely a transient controversy in a fast-changing industry? As new developments emerge, one thing is certain: the impact of Karoline Leavitt's lawsuit will be felt for years to come. It is a debate about integrity, trust, and power, a debate that invites each of us to demand accountability and support a media landscape that truly reflects our values. Stay tuned as we follow this unfolding story and join the conversation by sharing your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because in today's world, every voice matters and every headline is a call to action.